Welcome to day 294 of our DeSo journey. I'm Ed Krasenstein here with my twin brother Brian, and we have a special guest today, Charles Nebeze. You know him as Charles One on DeSo, and he is the creator and founder of Agora Labs, formerly known as BitPerks. How's it going, Charles?
Pretty good, pretty good. How's the morning going, guys?
Great.
Awesome.
It's
It's
good to
nice to
have you
have
on. You were on, I don't know, a few months ago.
Yeah, it was a few months ago when we were talking about kind of like our plan for BitPerks, and here we are.
Yeah, it's really an exciting project. And we're going to get to Charles in just 1 minute. First, we're going to cover some of the news. And Charles, feel free to chime in with if you have any input on what's happening in the news today.
Yeah.
So yesterday, Tyne made a really good post outlining DAOs based on code he found on GitHub. And he posted an image of what like the DAO panel is going to look like for every user, every profile on DeSo. And essentially what it's going to be is every profile is going to be able to mint DAO coins until that profile disables the minting of DAO coins. And you're going to have a DAO coin section in your profile. And in that DAO coin section, you're going to be able to view either DAO coins you hold or your own DAO coin. And DAO coin transfers are going to be restricted in several different ways. And you're going to have the option of restricting them in, I think, four different ways, as outlined by Tyne in his post that he made. A, no restrictions. So essentially, you make this temporary and there's no restrictions at all on your DAO coins. So they can be transferred to whomever. B, permanently no restrictions. So you can set this so you make it so there's no restrictions on DAO coin and that can't ever be changed. So you agree that you're never going to change it and you set it to permanent, no restriction. C, you're going to be able to transfer to the profile owner only, which I think is kind of interesting. Or D, you can transfer to other holders of that same DAO. So I think that's pretty interesting how you're going to be able to change those settings, and in changing those settings, you're kind of letting others who own your DAO coin know the direction you plan on going. Additionally, you're going to be able to mint more coins at any time until the profile creator disables that feature. So maybe you mint, 1,000 DAO coins and sell them or transfer them, and then you decide you need to raise more funding, so you want to mint more. But at the same time, you're going to be able to click disable minting, so no more coins can ever be minted. So you might reach a point where you say, okay, no more coins are going to be minted from here on out. I'm disabling minting of any future coins. So that kind of increases the value of the DAO coin. At least that's what it should probably do. What's your guys' thoughts?
Yeah, I think that they're giving creators and they're giving these whoever's going to create these DAOs a ton of options, and that's always good because you're going to need options. And I like the ability to mint additional coins, but I also like the ability to say, hey, I'll never mint a coin again, because obviously that's going to show whoever owns these tokens that you're done and you're not going to be diluted. So I mean, dilution, if you own a part of a project or a company, you want to know you're not going to be diluted in the future. So that is a good stipulation to have. I just quickly, before we turn to Charles and get his opinion on things, I think he missed their sponsor, NFT Tech, who is an investor in Cloutfeed. NFT Tech's run by Mario. They're doing great things within NFT and crypto space, and I think they're about to go public here in a bit.
I was so
Charles,
excited. I was so excited to have Charles on our show. I completely forgot. I'm sorry, NFT Tech. I'll just say it 5 times to make up for it. NFT Tech, NFT Tech, NFT Tech, NFT Tech, NFT Tech. That's our sponsor.
So Charles, what are your thoughts on DAO coins, and do you think you guys are going to utilize them in any way with Agora Labs?
Yeah, so first of all, my thoughts on it is like it's awesome. Like the fact that we're adding in the way to like a way to have DAOs on top of DeSo is like huge. Not only for the people on it, but for people wanting to join. I think like, right now in the crypto space in general, people like are in love with the idea of DAOs, and like even new people coming in are like, wow, like this is a great way to like, give governance kind of to communities. So it's huge. I mean, especially to grab more users onto DeSo. And like as far as us, like we're definitely actually looking into it. I know the co-founders and I were talking a lot about like the new features and like kind of what we could do with it. So we're definitely like testing the waters and seeing kind of like how we want to use it. But yeah, it's huge. I really love the things they're adding in.
Yeah, it's definitely exciting, and I think we're going to see that evolve. And one thing we have to realize is that DAO coins are not DAOs, so that other stuff has to come. And I thank Hunter Paulson for mentioning this several times, I believe, and Tyne as well. DAO coins are not DAOs, so we had to understand that. But Tyne did make a post about this, and Alex Valaitis replied to that post saying that more is coming besides just the DAO coins. DeSo is bringing more to the platform as well. And that's going to include governance mechanisms similar to snapshot.org. So there's going to be ways to govern the DAOs. There's going to be exchanges so you can swap into and out of other DAO coins. So, maybe you own DAO coins of Agora Labs. And I'm like, okay, I think I need to buy more of these, but there's no more being minted. Brian, can you sell me some more DAO coins for Agora Labs? So I think that's something that's needed. And then DAO launching tools, which obviously are needed. They're going to be similar to Balancer LBP tool. I am not familiar with that, but that's what Alex Valaitis says. So all these tools are going to be coming to DeSo, and they're going to be built between the DeSo Foundation and other teams within the ecosystem, according to Alex. So that's exciting. I want to see, what do they launch with? Do they launch with these other tools, or do they kind of slowly let them out as time goes on? And how much involvement does the foundation have in these tools, and how much will be third-party developers?
Yeah, and I like how you mentioned Snapshots. Snapshots like a website where these DAOs can have different groups, so you can join the DAO and talk about the DAO. But since DeSo is a social layer, I'm sure they're going to be able to do something on DeSo and build it into the DeSo onto the DeSo blockchain, so that the communication layer is using DeSo. So I think that's a really cool idea, because it kind of congregates people in groups. I'd like to see something come out where this isn't just for DAOs, but for all types of groups. And I'm sure we're going to see something like that in the future.
Yeah, for sure. Also yesterday, GD Virtual Galleries by GDS, they introduced a ticketing feature. So they had these 3D virtual galleries. We've seen the first one drop on DeSocial World. And we also have one that's coming soon to NFTZ that we're really excited about. And there's several others that are launching all over the place for NFT artists and for other platforms. So it's really exciting. But the ticketing feature is going to allow you to sell tickets to visit that gallery. And you're going to be able to sell tickets to get access to the gallery. And you're also going to be set how much time each ticket allows someone to tour the gallery. So perhaps you want to sell one ticket for $5 that gives somebody 5 minutes in the gallery. They can explore the gallery for 5 minutes. But you also want to sell another ticket for, let's say, $20 that gives you unlimited time in the gallery, or maybe an hour in the gallery. So there's going to be these different tiers, and there's going to be the different tiers are going to be costing different amounts of money. The tiers are also going to give audiences access to different areas of galleries if you so choose to do so as being a gallery owner. So it's a lot of cool features. GDS is doing amazing things.
Yeah, I love this. It's like he's ticketizing. I don't know if ticketizing is a word, but he's ticketizing the the metaverse built on DeSo, kind of. Like I love what he's doing, and I think this could have many use cases that are probably not even realized yet, but allowing for people to explore certain areas within this metaverse-like gallery. I think that you've come up with all sorts of cool ideas around that. So I love this. I think Gabriel is doing incredible work. He's really a forward future thinker, and I look forward to seeing what he does next.
Have you had time to check it out yet, Charles?
Yeah, so I'm actually like kind of close with Gabriel. Yeah, the stuff he's doing is like super insane, and like the ticketing thing. Like, yeah, you guys are right. Like the amount of possibilities gonna offer for like creators, and even like the galleries in general is gonna be really awesome. But yeah, I love the work he does. It's awesome, honestly.
Yes, so also yesterday, Tunel made a post. Of course, Tunel is a Spanish node run by Haz Rodriguez that they're looking to hire a developer on their front end. So that's interesting. It's great to see these new nodes popping up. We have these different language nodes. We have DeSocial World, which is doing awesome things. And I was checking out the Open Prosper stats, and DeSocial World's ranked right up there with Diamond App and BitCloud as the two most popular nodes.
Yeah, and I love seeing the hirings because I think you're finally seeing what we predicted, and that's all the community members that are involved in DeSo are getting opportunity, and whether they're going to hire a developer, a front end developer from the DeSo community, not who knows, but there's all these opportunities. And as the Octane Fund starts giving out money to these projects are starting to use that money to hire, to have freelance work done. And I think it's just it's making the ecosystem rise up and providing opportunity for everybody.
Yeah, Tunel has done a great job of bringing Spanish speakers onto DeSo. So congrats, Haz Rodriguez. Finally, before we get to Charles and what he's doing, I just want to say Lazy Nina replied to another Time post. This show's like always about Time. Like he makes the best post and the most informative post. So Lazy Nina replied to Time saying that she's working on a pull request that's going to allow nodes to merge their global state to another node, but it's on the back burner because of the fork that's coming up. So it has to take place after that. But essentially what the global state is, it includes a gray list, a black list, and the global feed, among other things. So different nodes are going to be merged those together. So maybe you want to use Diamond App's global state for blacklist because you don't want to have to worry about trying to ban people yourself. So that's really cool. And also, Who Am I bought $1,000 in Toby Hazelwood's coin. Toby's been here for over 169 days. What do you make of that, Brian?
You know, I really don't know. I mean, he blogs about crypto. He's a pretty awesome crypto brain, I think. I'm not sure if there's a connection there or why Who Am I aped into his coin, but maybe we'll find out.
Yeah, I guess we will. So Brian, you want to take it from here and talk to Charles?
Yeah, so we had you on a few months ago. You were talking about BitPerks, which is basically kind of like a gatekeeper that involves the creator coin. So you can offer your users or your coin holders incentives and perks. And just, I think it was January 12th, you guys decided you're going to rebrand as Agora Labs. You also have an Accelerator program coming and a lot of exciting stuff. So why did you rebrand, and what do you see, where do you see Agora Labs headed in the next like 3 to 6 months?
Yeah, thanks. So, the main reason behind the rebrand is like we really want to connect the Web2 creators to Web3. Like that's the whole point about what we are trying to do here. And so, we were thinking it's like, okay, we're gonna have to be talking to a lot of people in Web2, maybe like even running ads in Web2, right? And it's like for a normal person, if they see a name like BitPerks, right, it kind of has correlation with like Bitcoin, and it's like, people were like, I don't know. But, if they see like, a more like, common name like Agora, they'd be more inclined to check it out. So that's kind of the reason why behind what we rebranded to.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I love what you're doing. And I know I checked it out early this morning. Hey, just a second. Your mic is getting a little bit of feedback. Maybe it's just like movement or something. Like there's some, so just, I don't know if maybe.
Let me. All
right, it's not terrible, so it's not a big deal.
We can bear with it.
Is it still getting feedback?
No, it's good now.
All right, sweet.
Yes. So you rebranded, and I love that you're trying to appeal to outside users other than just the current DeSo community, because I think that's super important. And I know we're doing that with NFTZ. I know a lot of nodes like Tunel and DeSocial World, they're also doing that. They're trying to bring in people that aren't familiar with DeSo, and that in turn is going to impact every other project and every other node. So thanks. I mean, you're helping all these other nodes out by doing that. Can you tell us a little bit more about the Accelerator program?
Yeah, so we're planning on making like a 3-week program where we're gonna, have like, live talks. We're gonna have like resources and stuff for Web2 creators wanting to, delve into the Web3 space. So, we know the Web3 space is like blasting off now, but for some people it is really hard to get into because you got to learn about seed phrases, wallets, crypto, right? And it can be really daunting. I mean, even for me when I first got on, I was like, okay, this is like a whole ton of new stuff, and I had to like do a fair amount of learning before I could get kind of situated in it. So we really want to make it easy for Web2 creators to come to Web3 because we feel for creators Web3 is like a much better outlet for them than the traditional Web2 sources that that they're on. So yeah, we're gonna have like a 3-week program, live talks, resources, and just whatever we can do to help Web2 creators have an easier time to come over from Web2 to Web3.
Yeah, I love that. So like, could you give some examples of like how a user, just a general user, could utilize Agora Labs from a creator standpoint?
Yeah. So, creators can put their content on there and, have it. So how, when we first launched, we had it so, you could bar your content behind how much creator coin someone holds. So, for a user, this actually offers a ton of incentives, right? It offers incentive for people to actually buy your coin. And hold it, to maintain your value. And also, it gives people a reason to buy it because, we see a lot of posts where people are talking about, what's the real value behind a creator coin, right? And just like basically looking at it, there's none. But if you can offer incentives of holding it, buying it, having a specific amount, then there becomes a surplus amount of value, right? So if you're a creator and you want to offer your content, and you obviously don't want to give it away for free because you're working hard and you need to kind of make a buck for yourself. So yeah, so our first iteration was locking content behind creator coins. But now actually we're aiming on introducing other features. So we're going to be trying to incorporate with NFTs, which is pretty cool. Everyone loves those. And we actually also want to have a way for people to buy tiers, but just in DeSo. So that's also pretty cool because then the creator gets that direct bump instead of having to take 10% off what the people are putting in.
Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. And I know like just in DeSo in general, we've seen a lot of ups and down with the creator coin. Like right now, we're kind of in a lull where like
Yep.
people aren't super excited about creator coins. And I'm guessing that as we get more users onto the platform, that's going to change drastically. I mean, right now it's just all the same people buying and selling the same creator coin, so it gets kind of, I guess, boring. But I like how you're doing it so that you can just buy the perks with DeSo, because I think that adds another layer to things, and giving the option for creators who do it, whether it's DeSo or whether it's creator coin. I think that's definitely important because some creators might want a higher coin price and utilize that coin price for various things, like you rank higher when you give diamonds, or you're in comments, you rank higher. So some creators might choose that and just take whatever their founder reward is in profit. But others might want to just take all the money and not worry about their creator coin, especially when DAOs come. Some projects might not want to even worry about creator coin. So it makes sense to give the option. And I think that's awesome. I'm glad you guys kind of changed that and gave the option to users.
Yeah, we still want to have all the options on it, but we like it's really important to have options for people because yeah, as you were saying, one thing doesn't work for the next guy or the next person. So yeah, we really want to try to be inclusive of like all creator types.
Can you like describe where you think things are headed like in the next year? Like do you have a roadmap of what's coming next?
Yeah, so we're planning on trying to like ship new features and new products like every month for this year. So the short term ones, as I was talking about, buying tiers and flat DeSo, NFT compatibility, so you can. So I believe that one project on here had how you could own an NFT and get access to exclusive content. So we're gonna try to do something like that as well. Upcoming as well, and then obviously shipping out the creator accelerator. And yeah, so that's a short term. A bit of the long term stuff we're trying to keep kind of close for now. But yeah, there's definitely a lot to look to in the short term.
Yeah, and I think it's important that you guys evolve. I mean, like the whole like DeSo is so new. We're all like learning like different trends, like how people are utilizing different things. So the fact that you're evolving, I mean, it's only been a few months and you're already evolving. I think that's good. And I'm sure we're going to see that with a lot of projects as people kind of realize what works and what doesn't work. So way to go. Like I know you have you're a really driven guy, a really young guy. So I love seeing that. And you're doing an awesome job. We'd love to have you on again and talk about how Agora Labs is progressing over the next few months.
I'm
Yeah, for
curious,
sure.
how old are you?
Yeah, so I just turned 18 in
Nice.
November.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Welcome to
amazing.
adulthood.
Yeah, it's so fun. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
that's
awesome.
crazy what you've been able to do at such a young age.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Is there anything you want to say in closing?
Um no, actually I think we went over everything. But yeah, I mean I hope everyone has a good day and yeah, go DeSo.
And check out
Awesome.
Agora.
Thanks.
Yeah, check out Agora.
All right. Thanks again, Charles. Well, I'm
Yeah, no
sure we'll
problem,
have you
guys.
on again in the near future.